Matthew Kershaw, what are we checking out? What are we playing today?
I don't know, this looks like a very glitchy game already.
Well,
So this must be Arma free.
Yep, you know it. The best the PC has to offer.
ODSTs!
We are actually checking out the Eridanus Insurrection, which is a mod currently in some stage of alpha. I think it's like version 3 or something. And it's up on ModDB
too?
now.
I fucking love ODSTs.
Ignore the broken shadows. I think that's one of the known bugs. Which is nothing I can really do about. But yeah, it's pretty cool. If you ignore the clipping of like some of the items through the guns and things.
Why's the Warthog got dirt underneath it?
It's a dirty hog, you know?
Fair enough.
It's been up to all sorts. Also ignore the floating bags. I think that's just an Arma glitch. I think that's mod related.
Yeah, I've seen that quite a lot in a few Arma videos I've seen.
But yeah, there's a lot of like a lot of guns. Maybe I don't know, the main guns you'd expect. You got the assault rifle. We've got a version of the battle rifle, pistol. I think we have the shotgun, sniper, rocket launcher, of course. You know, the important ones.
Yep.
And there's a lot of errors, like that one, which was like they just can't find the image files, I guess. But I haven't had to actually break anything yet, so that's pretty good for an alpha.
That's a surprise. Usually when you launch Arma, it just like breaks the entire game and you have to restart it several times. The fact that mod actually runs on this game is quite impressive.
Somehow it runs better than the actual game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just sort of spawned everything that I knew was in here. Everything that had a UNSC written next to it. A lot of it isn't
there no
UNSC.
Covenant stuff?
No, it's all UNSC and Insurrection. It's pre-Covenant. The Eridanus Insurrection. But shotgun's got the sound, which is always great.
It's cool. I just love that you're all ODSTs.
Yeah, originally I was recording as a, I think it was an Oni operative, because that sounded so awesome. But it was basically just a kind of glitchy looking dude in a recon helmet. So you could see like his neck and hair through the seams, so I was like, I'll go back to the other one.
Good is that?
It's half assault rifle, and the front half is like, I don't know, some sort of American assault rifle.
Weird.
So there's a lot of weird shit like that in here. But it's pretty good, actually. It's surprising. There's more in there than I thought there would be.
Are you going to use any of the vehicles?
Yeah, we're going to use all the vehicles. I'm just going around the guns, stocking up with some medical supplies, because you know, never be too careful in Arma.
Did you set up some sort of like massive battle behind you? Because all I hear is gunshots.
Yeah, I set up. We're basically part of this larger UNSC force. So there's Marines, there's Army, and they do have different armor, and there's ODSTs, and then there's also all the rebels and insurrectionists as well. So let's just hop in this this drop pod, see what it's like inside.
Even though you're on the ground.
Oh, look at it! Look at it!
Oh, that's cool. Is that like a live
yeah,
picture
that's
of your
head.
face? That's cool.
And the screen on the right was, I think it's below your drop pod, so it's whatever you're approaching.
That's awesome.
It's pretty sick. Yeah, we've got a Warthog. Actually, it controls better than the actual Warthogs in the Halo games, surprisingly.
That's
I don't know how much
if
they
you've ever
changed.
used a Warthog in a Halo game.
I don't know how much they changed the physics, but it seems to be a bit more speedy than like an actual armor vehicle, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
There's one of our Marines burned out ones. It's always painful to see.
That's right, you love the Marines, don't you, in Halo?
I do. That's why we're playing as the ODSTs and the Marines rather than the Insurrection. But yeah, it's sweet. It's got like updating. I guess is that like some sort of reverse camera on the back?
Maybe, I was trying to work that out.
Or maybe it's meant to be a mirror, and I'm thinking too much into it, but it's pretty neat.
Just knock down all the trees. It's great.
Again, it's somehow better than Halo. It's got like physics and shit in it. I guess Halo has physics, but not like destruction physics. Beyond grenades.
It's no like Battlefield.
No, but yeah, let's get information and check out what we're all here for, really, which is the Pelican.
Oh man, you're gonna fly it.
Yeah. I'll warn you in advance, it's quite loud.
Is it? Oh god.
It is intensely loud.
It's a good thing my volume's on like the lowest possible.
It's the kind of thing where you like startle yourself and throw the mouse in protest when you're playing. The first time you hear it.
Will all those ODSTs get in the back?
No, you're stuck to like 4 people in there at the minute, which is not good. But it might just be whatever vehicle they base it off and reskinned or something.
Yeah.
But there is quite a low limit on the counter troopers. I can only get like 3 other dudes in. But they do sit in the back. You can open the doors. Or close the doors, I guess.
What? I can't hear you!
Yep. Over the intense engine noise. It's less when you're inside the cockpit, but... yeah, it's pretty sick.
What?
Landing gear works.
That's kind of cool.
It's pretty cool. You can do more in this than you can in the Halo 4 Pelican.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It was actually in the Halo 4 campaign.
Like, I'm surprised that it's detailed to the level that, like, you know, the engines, sort of VTOL engines on the side, will adjust depending on where you're moving, you know, how you're angling the craft.
Yeah.
It's cool.
That's really cool, actually.
See what I mean? Like, they pull back when you're halting. It's neat. There's a couple of different versions of the Pelican. I went for the black one, because, you know, everything's better in black. I think there was a green and a tan one.
In the Halo lore, aren't Pelicans used as like medical vehicles as well?
Probably, yeah. Like medevac sort of idea. Oh, that's the one thing that upset me was not upset me, but sort of like I don't know. I thought inwardly about was they never updated the medipack skins to look like, you know, Halo 1 medipacks. They're just like normal yellow ones. Which I feel like is the most obvious opportunity.
Were there medipacks in Halo 1?
Yeah, you know the white, like, hexagons? The red cross in
oh yeah, I remember now.
But,
Halo 1 is kind of just a blur for me.
yeah. You were not super impressed with that game when we went back to visit it in the Master Chief Collection. It didn't help that the thing was running like shit and like getting into a game was a 10 to 15 minute affair.
It doesn't help that according to Xbox I still haven't completed Halo 1 co-op. Despite we've beaten it like several times now.
And we're out of fuel, which is never good. So we'll just park this Pelican on top of this house and tree. It's like I said, the physics in this game is amazing.
That's pretty good.
It's, yeah. Open the hatch so we can get out, I guess.
If this was like Battlefield, you would just like destroy that house and crush everybody inside it.
We took a bit of a hit.
Oh, you dropped in like an ODST.
Yeah. Return to formation. I mean, the textures aren't great, but I was surprised that they were there at all. To be honest, I don't understand why the bottom of the Pelican's dirty as well, but you know, seen some action.
It's kind of weird.
Or maybe it's like so it can't be. I was going to say so it's like camo, and then I realised there's no reason there'd be like dirt in the sky. Which makes no sense whatsoever. So pretend I didn't say that and I'll edit it out and post, it's fine.
Man, why is there a flying dirt ball in the sky?
Well, maybe you think it's the flood or something. Descending from the... I don't know why you'd want that camo, but
weird.
Yeah. But actually, I was thinking about Spitfires and shit in World War II and how they'd paint the bottoms blue. So they would literally just blend into the sky, but...
yeah.
I guess that's not really suitable in this sci-fi setting.
It wouldn't, you know, get rid of the sounds. You know, if you're a German, you're looking up at the sky in World War II, and you're like, I don't see anything, but all I hear is...
Well, it's not like you can pinpoint something by sound, is it? I mean, you could with that Pelican because it's so loud.
You can pinpoint stuff with sound.
Yeah, but pinpoint and shoot out of the sky, it's like... I still don't understand how AA guns work. Like, they always seem to explode before you reach it.
I'm pretty sure that's the point. They explode before they reach contact, and all the shrapnel goes into the aircraft.
Yeah, like sort of like flak around. Like, I guess it would be flak, wouldn't it? Which makes sense.
Yeah. Can't wait for the future when railgun technology is just common.
You're just firing metal slugs, hot metal slugs, into the base of your aircraft.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. I had an argument with a friend about how I was trying to explain to him how railguns were real.
Yeah.
And he just wouldn't believe me. He was like, "No, that's only in sci-fi." I was like, "No, railguns are real."
Isn't I'm sure this could be a joke, but I'm sure I read something about like different colored railguns. Like by putting different metals in there, it would change the color of the the projectile, I guess, the part you see in the air.
Are you sure you're not thinking of Quake 3 Arena, where you could choose the colour of your railgun?
You know, I could be. But
I
I
had
feel
pink
like this was
railguns all the time.
I feel this was the comparison, though. I was reading something, and people were saying how it's like in Quake. But that could all be bullshit. It could be like the flying rock aircrafts, like, just completely made up by my mind.
I guess you could do that. I mean, you can... The whole thing about fireworks is, you just change the chemicals in there, and that's how you change the colour of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just thinking about, like, the properties of magnesium. But then I don't understand at all how a railgun works, so...
Isn't it you... It's either to do with heat or tension, I think. I think it might be tension where you just build up, like, tons of force, hold it back, then release it all of a sudden, and it just shoots it across.
Yeah. Could be. I feel like science is not a... it's not a place we should be debating at any point.
I'm sure people will love that.
Neither me nor you. I don't want links to Wikipedia articles of, yo, here's how railgun works. I don't really care that much.
I want to get into deep arguments with people about what I say is true about science. Oh god, you're dead.
Yeah, so it's still armor. Like, the cool looking armor doesn't really change the fact that it's armor 3 and you're going to get shot in seconds. But let's just load it up and go in there a bit faster with the Warthog this time and see how we go. Because we haven't really seen a Warthog in action, so...
Are you restarting the entire mission?
Yeah. It's surprisingly quick armor loading. Somehow better than the Xbox
PC.
One.
If I tried to run armor on my laptop, it would just like melt and kill me.
Yeah. So that's just grab a couple of weapons and pop in. There is like a surprising amount of options on like pre-built, maybe not pre-built, but there's like, so when you're in an armor mission editor, which is how I set this up, you can select like if you want squads of units or set down individual men and link them in squads. And like change the weapons that spawn and stuff, but there's a surprising amount of just inbuilt stuff, which is basically how I did all these Marines and things.
Yeah, I know Arma has a lot of features that you can set up, like massive battles and stuff. But I just never really got into it.
Yeah, that's basically what I do. I get this. So whenever I have a couple of hours to kill, I launch the Arma mission editor, and then my afternoon is gone.
Really, if I have a couple hours free, I will just like boot up Minecraft on the Xbox One. And I just start playing that, and then suddenly it's like 2 AM.
Because you spend that amount of time waiting for the Minecraft to load on the Xbox One.
No, it's perfectly fine. Because now I've got 2 monitors. I got one on my Xbox One and one on my Xbox 360. So I can just have YouTube open on my 360 on the monitor next to it and just sit there watching videos while playing Minecraft.
Jesus, you're like Phil Spencer's wet dream.
I am, yeah. I'm gonna get HoloLens, so I have like I can use both the monitors for like YouTube and freaking Reddit.
Yeah, that way you can like design bikes and shit, can't you? While you're watching whatever it is you're doing.
See, you just said you don't want to talk about science, and now we're here talking about science. But
it's not
HoloLens
science. The fucking HoloLens is dumb. God, I think we just lost our wheels. Slightly.
I'm just gonna argue. Really?
Yeah, a little bit. We have no back tires.
Oh god. Yep, there we go.
Jesus. So yeah.
Is that you just screaming about soldiers?
Yeah, that's literally me just bellowing out all these really precise commands about where things are. So,
I don't think your soldier actually saw anything. You were just kind of in a car. You start to explode, and you're just like having PTSD, going soldiers everywhere on the right.
Yeah. This is somehow getting fed directly to my Tumblr feed. It's a shame because in Arma 2, I don't know if you heard many of the voice commands and stuff, but they were so ridiculous. Like there was like 3 voices that all sounded completely different, issuing the positions and stuff. Whereas in Arma 3, it kind of sounds competent a little bit.
The only Arma 2 I played was a little bit of DayZ.
Yeah,
that was it.
I downloaded that and couldn't get into a match. I didn't know how to work the server browser, so I just stopped and never went back.
I played it back when you had to download like a third-party software just to use the servers.
Yeah,
it was pretty rough.
See, I don't know. I've played Arma 2 online, but yeah, I couldn't get DayZ working at all. I was out of date or something. Like I had everything I clicked on was red, saying that I needed to update some patch. And that was when they launched it on Steam. So it was like, I don't know. If Steam hasn't got this patch, then I'm not going to go looking for it.
I like the idea of Arma multiplayer. You know how you have all these, like, if you could get a group of people that were like super into role playing,
Yeah.
You just have like squads of people led by other, like actual like commanders and sergeants and stuff, and you just have to go around completing missions and stuff. It'd be really cool.
You want like an Arma MMO? You want World of Arma craft somehow.
World of Arma craft.
I don't know why you'd have to craft it. It's crafting because you got to make your own tents and stuff. Whatever it is that you do in DayZ. But yeah, we're gonna head off. But before we do, let's check out the check out the drop pod. I mean, I alluded to it earlier, but
that's so cool.
It's.
Are you spinning in midair? Or is that your camera?
That's my camera. I'm shooting straight from the heavens. So yeah, that camera does change depending on where you're looking.
That's really cool.
The screen. It's pretty neat.
I'm waiting for you to just like hit the ground and explode because they haven't like patched that in yet to survive.
It's interesting. You can see the speed on the left. The kilometers are just ticking up. I think I went to like 1.5 kilometers in the air or something. I think is where I put it. But
here we go. I see land.
Oh, I love that updating
Oh Jesus!
Feed. You know, you can see what you're going to hit, and you just see this castle in the sea coming in. Yeah, we did not survive the landing. We actually survived, but then got shot. Yeah, Arma 3, Eridanus Insurrection. Check it out.
It's cool.